Hello YouTube, super fast video. Here's the quick story. This is a little Ryobi stand. I got it soon after I got that chop saw. That's a Harbor Freight special. Mounted it on this stand. Again, it's a Ryobi stand, and it mounts with these. So it's two of them, and they're each kind of like on a channel. You can kind of see the channel under there. So you hook whatever you want to it, and then you can hook them on. So this can slide around if I wanted to. I can take it off. And originally I got that set of attachers with the original stand. And then I bought one more set so I could attach my table saw to it. Then I realized I needed more room, more stuff. So I took the little attachment things. You can kind of see them under there. This one. And there's one over there. And I attached this chunk of countertop to it. Once the countertop was on, and this is about 24 inches, and why I chose 24 inches is, one, it fit between there and there, and two, it was to accommodate the table saw, and I'll show you how. Got these two pieces of C-channel, put them on, and for me, I put a distance of 21.5 inches, so that's 21.5, and that was just based on my biggest thing, the table saw. So what I do now is, let's take that off for a minute. All I need to do is take a piece of wood, plywood, old shelving, anything, and this fits. Fits in there. So I mount something on here, and it can slide in and out of there. So far, I've used it for, you can see down at the bottom, grinder, slides in and out of there as I need it. Drill press, another Harbor Freight special. As you can see, I don't use the drill press too much. And the table saw also just slides in. Table saw slides in so that it's oriented this way, so I feed this way. Sometimes if I'm feeding things too long, I got to take this off, which is easy enough. You pop these two handles, and it slides right off. This thing actually folds up, the stand. It's kind of useful, incredibly stable. Annoying here in my garage, so I made a little stand for it, a little, I should say, frame for it with wheels to wheel it around. But the big takeaway is this thing. With these channels in, you can mount anything you like in here. And that's stable enough for me to put the newest toy in. That. So that's the Lee Loader. That's the latest toy to go on there. I did not put the Challenger press on here, only because in my mind the Challenger press required a lot of pressure. So this is strong, but not like incredibly fixed. I can throw C-clamps here. I can put a little thumb nut here if I wanted to go crazy, a little thumb bolt to tighten it up. I don't do any of that. This has worked just fine for everything I've put on it. And I know this thing in particular doesn't require a lot of pressure down. So I'm not expecting it to move around a lot. So I thought it would be perfect for out here. And here's my big vision. Oh, pencil just went. I'm mounting this on here. Why? Well, we're going to see how it works out. But anybody who's got one of these, well, there's two people. There's people who have this and use it and love it, and then there's people who've had this loader, threw it in the garbage, went and bought a mech, and now delight in saying horrible things about it. So I'm still in the people who have this, because I haven't loaded with it yet. Maybe I'll be throwing it away soon too, who knows. When it deprimes, it goes into this little area here, and there's a little door here, so I guess every now and again you got to fish primers out. What I'm hoping to do, my magic plan, because you'd say, why don't you just mount it right on that piece of brown press board? I've added this because I'm going to kind of channel out here, with the hope being that as the primers come, they just kind of tumble out. That way I don't got to keep fishing for them. That's my thought. We'll see how well it comes to pass. That's the story. Again, 21.5 from here, but that was just for me. You can make it any dimension you want. It works really well, and it's insanely stable. And that comes from 4 bolts, 2 on each. One size hole down below. This hole is probably about a maybe closing it on 1/2 inch. To drill the bigger hole so that the bolt head would fall through, I used a one of those a step bit, because getting a 3/4 or a 1/2 inch hole was an expensive bit and I didn't have it. It's probably closer to maybe 5/8. So a stepper bit did nice, got down into there, did what I needed to do, rounded it out, ground down everything smooth, and it works well. Hope you can use it in your setup. Leave a comment.